In less than 3 months, the leaders of the world will gather in Copenhagen for the UN climate change negotiations. The expectations for this meeting are extremely high because it will determine how the world addresses the biggest crisis facing humanity, the dangerous impacts of climate change. The world is already experiencing climate change in very real ways. Floods, droughts, hurricanes, and sea level rise are affecting people's rights to life, security, food, water, health, and shelter globally. Already with an average temperature rise of less than 1 degree, climate change kills more than 300,000 people each year. So what can a fair, ambitious, and binding deal in Copenhagen do for the world? It can help us avoid the worst effects of climate change. It can also help the world pull out of the global economic downturn by building a clean, green economy where new industries can flourish and decent jobs are created. In response to the need for a strong deal, a global alliance of prominent and leading organizations, including faith and youth groups, trade unions, environmental and development NGOs, have come together under the banner of the Tick 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 campaign. Only by working together will we have the size, power, and influence to ensure a good deal. Now is the time for world leaders to stand up and take action. They must commit to personally attending the talks, where they must sign a deal that is fair, ambitious, and binding, and that reflects the latest science. Governments must support a deal that reduces developed country emissions by at least 40% by 2020. The treaty must be fair. Rich countries have been responsible for the majority of emissions and must take responsibility for dealing with the crisis in a fair and equitable way. The deal must enable and support poor countries to adapt to the consequences of the climate crisis, as well as reducing their emissions. The deal must protect marginalized communities in rich and poor countries. The treaty must be ambitious. It should ensure that emissions peak no later than 2017. It must create a pathway to clean jobs and clean energy and establish necessary conditions for a sustainable and prosperous future for people, plant, and animal life. And the treaty must be binding, and any agreement should be enforceable. With scientists predicting a bleaker future at even 2 degrees of warming, time is running out. But it is not yet too late. There is still time to build a greener, safer world, but the clock is ticking. To join the campaign and help us ensure a fair, ambitious, and binding deal, please visit www.tickticktick.org, sign our pledge, and join individuals and organizations worldwide in telling leaders that we are ready for action on climate change. Thank you.